Alrighty guys, fun times. So we're dealing with a little issue. If you haven't seen our 2017 Z06, the silver car, we bought that from the auction and it was missing a side skirt. It had a little bit of paint work on the front bumper and one of the fenders and a few of the other parts of the car, which we were aware of. We had the car fully inspected by Chevy. The car was sold as a certified pre-owned car in its life. So, we knew it was a good car. It might have just had a little oopsie, but, it happens. So we bought that car in November. Carfax and auto check were perfectly clean. And come today, we sold the car and ran the Carfax just to do one last final check. And lo and behold, there's an airbag deployed accident reported on that car. So the actual reporting was from 2018 and didn't pop up until today. So literally 7 years later, in our hands, this reporting decides to pop up. And obviously if it's an airbag deployed, that is a huge deal for a car. So, we had to tell our client, hey, you just took delivery, but the car does have an airbag deployed. So we give them the option if you wanted to take off some money or just give us the car back and let us deal with it. So it is the right thing for us to do, to just take the car back, let him know that, hey, this is what it is. We proved to him that this is the original Carfax and then here's the new Carfax, which we'll put up here side by side for you guys to see. So you can kind of see, the car was sold as a certified pre-owned car, and this was after this supposed accident where the airbags were deployed. So that's really just insane to me. But yeah, the auction itself doesn't go by Carfax apparently. It's a third-party reporting site, so they don't use Carfax, and there's nothing that they could do to help us because they still sold us the car on auto check with 0 accidents. So fun times. We're trying to figure out what we can do. There is another option to try to fight with Carfax, which we have been doing. Carfax is basically saying that there was an LAPD reporting for this car and that there's nothing that we could do to erase it because it is a true reporting. So kind of insane. Something I've never dealt with in my career. Even people that I've talked to about this situation are confused because, for a reporting to pop up 7 years later is like, wow, so it's dangerous. Always make sure you know what you guys are buying. Even if the Carfax is clean, guys, you never really know. So lessons learned, I think. We didn't really do anything wrong. We bought the car knowing it had some paint work, but the Carfax and auto check were clean. So kind of puts us in a bad spot. We tried running the car in the auction yesterday and it's not really getting any hits because that is a big deal for a car. So stay tuned, we'll update you and hopefully get this thing out of here. There she is, guys. The one that screwed us over. It is what it is, lessons learned. I knew that missing side skirt would be an issue, but still a cool car, still a fun car. It is supercharged with an aftermarket Magnuson supercharger, so you don't really get to see.
Gang, accident, Corvette, what up?
Yep.
Airbags deployed, what up?
Yes, sir.
Freshie.
Smokey over there. Smoked up the whole auction. Alright, so it looks like the fire alarm's going off. Crazy. I wonder what car that was. That was a ton of smoke right there. Man, there's Smokey over here. Alright, so this is a reason to always check the car before you start bidding on it. So this car is a 4.7. There is a damage noted on the front, but I noticed this really bad gash in the back here. So that's not noted on the CR. If I were to pick this car up, they might let me arbitrate it, but it's going to be a very hard case because it's considered too small. So good thing I checked it out. It is a cool Model 3 Performance 2024. Let's check it out, see if we can buy it, but we're gonna have to take that back bumper into consideration for sure. Damn, guys. Dream car right here, Dream Daily, M2CS in this beautiful blue. I don't know if I'd keep the gold wheels, but wow, wow, wow. I wonder what this thing's gonna get. Only 1,800 miles, automatic. I need one of these one day. Yes.
Somebody driving this one? Open the door. Say a word. Ladies out now, the 88 now.
It's at 88. I think it's probably gonna hit like 92, 93.
All right, guys. So right now I'm on the way in the Corvette, headed off to LAPD to try and get this accident situation figured out. So I'm on my way there to try and get some more information on the accident report that was reported back in 2018. So yeah, this is the last option I have, really. Carfax really won't do anything, and the Carfax accident report number isn't even the full number. So I'm just gonna go there. I have all my paperwork, and I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna hope that they can give me some sort of information and see if we can't get this thing cleaned up. We'll check in when we get there with a little update. Well, just left LAPD, and it's not in their system at all. So now we're gonna head to CHP. It might be in their system. That's what he suggested. Or maybe Carfax is wrong and maybe it's an Arizona accident. I don't know. So the wild goose chase keeps on moving. Go to CHP. Check it out. All right, guys. So just left CHP as well over here in LA, and not their information, not their report number either. So we're running out of options here, obviously, so it's kind of not good. But so we're gonna try maybe in Arizona, maybe because the car was registered in Arizona, maybe it's an Arizona accident incident and report number or something like that. So we're gonna try that and go from there. We're gonna keep on plugging because this is gonna devalue the car like $15,000 pretty much. So this is kind of a big deal. We're gonna keep on pushing though. It's this is what car dealers deal with sometimes, and unfortunately we're having to deal with it already. So it is what it is. Don't trust Carfax. Gosh dang. All right, let's go back to the shop.
We're gonna be taking this Diablo SV over to Raging Bull Performance. Raging Bull Performance, and it's gonna be getting a compression test for Bring a Trailer. So we're gonna get this thing all dialed up, gonna get the proper tests they need, and then we're gonna get some nice photos of this thing listed up online. It is a 1998 Diablo SV, very rare, especially in the black. It's factory silver wheels, orange brakes, super cool car. So let's go ahead and take it over. Check that out. They just finished that TDF from PPF. Beautiful freaking car. And we are in the Diablo SV, baby. Look at that thing. Woo! That is sick, man. Let's get this thing taken over. Man, this car is freaking sick, guys. It's a bit hard to drive, but once you get used to it, it's kind of fun. Very stressful though, and it's not yours. All right, we made it over to Raging Bull Performance. Let's get this thing inside. These guys are the OGs for sure. Ooh, dropping off the Diablo SV, but look at that, Mercy SV. Yeah, these guys are the OGs when it comes to this stuff for sure. All right, compression test and leak down test are gonna be done. I'll see this beauty later. Thank you for Andrew for the ride. And you just cannot go wrong with a good TDF. This car was just completed, full PPF. It looks like it's the pearl white with all the nice carbon accents. Got the carbon center caps, carbon shields. But man, oh man, another one done. Now I think they're gonna start on that Pagani. Alrighty guys, it's really early in the morning. On the way to pick up this Trackhawk. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we just touched down in Sacramento. Super easy 1 hour flight. And we got about a 30-minute Uber ride to the dealership where we're gonna be picking up this Trackhawk. So yeah, so it just got super windy out of nowhere. Oh man, here's our Uber. Let's go. Alright, we made it. Don't mind my hair, it's really windy out here. Woo. Alrighty, and here she is. Needs a little wash, but hey, it's gonna get dirty on the way, so. Just got some snacks for the road. Gonna fill this beauty up. So we just sold one of these not long ago, actually to Sacramento. So now we're gonna bring this thing from Sacramento to SoCal and hopefully sell it. Might end up back here again, who knows? But let's look under the freaking hood. Look at that, you got the full carbon steering wheel, super clean on the inside. Check this out. Oh, yeah, boy. You got a crazy intake, all these super cool looking parts. This thing is mean, man. Hell yeah. All right, guys, we're about an hour into our little journey here. Again, don't mind my hair. It's really windy out here. Hopefully I don't have to stop. I probably will have to stop one more time, but hopefully that'll be later when we're stopping for some lunch. This thing is sick though. Fun car for sure. Jeez, this is insane. Just nothing but straight open roads, guys. And yeah, luckily it's a nice cruise. It is raining in and out, but I got the all-wheel drive Trackhawk, baby. Nothing will stop us, hopefully. Weather's a little bipolar right now. I gotta watch out for these freaking tumbleweeds on the road. I thought they only existed in cartoons, honestly, but I guess they're real. Trackhawk, looking good. Got the carbon steering wheel, that's really nice. Got some carbon trim on the inside. Yeah, this thing is super cool. Got my radar, just to make sure things are good up ahead. So we'll update you in a second. Again, do not mind this hair. This is travel hair, guys, so don't worry. Maybe we'll find a bathroom to freshen up, because this ain't it, guys. This ain't it. Literally just 2 minutes later, and it is raining. Oh, and now it's stopping. I just went through a crazy rainstorm. At least the views are nice. Look at that. And we're in a fun Trackhawk. Oh, gotta slow down. No, I missed it. 30,000 miles. Dang it. 30,001 though. Let's go. MashaAllah, look at this. Wow, wow. Just a nice view on our drive. All right, we're at this really cool spot. If you watch one of our first videos, we picked up an M2 from NorCal. And we're here at the same spot. Woo! Super windy, but what a view. Let's hit the highway. Gotta fly away. Woo! Man. So this is the only bad part about driving on the 5. These trucks think that they could just keep taking over each other and it ends up adding like 5 minutes just for them to pass each other. Fun times, but we'll make it through. Oh my God, guys, so that trailer literally almost freaking flipped. This wind is nuts, so every time I pass a truck, I make sure to just zoom right by them. This thing just literally almost flipped all over the road, dude. Insane. I'm gonna stay away from this guy. Look at him, he's shaking all over. Yo, look how funny this is. These birds are eating the dead bugs off that car. That's hilarious. I'm just trying to eat my food, man. I don't have anything yet. Yup, you just can't go wrong with the good In-N-Out pit stop. Yes, sir. All right, I'm just trying to eat my food, and look at all these freaking birds just lining up for some fries. Let's see what happens. Oh, he got it. Whoa. Whoa. These guys are all hungry. All right, guys, just had a good lunch stop. Time to hit the road again. But look at this freaking view. We out here. All right, should we see if this plaid wants to get some? Let's go! He was ready. So we're about 2 hours away. I know I look like a mess, but this is the travel look. This thing's been fun, but it's so bad on gas. We're getting about 12 miles to the gallon, and it'll only go up to like 190 miles on a full tank. So fun times. I filled it up probably twice now, and I might need to fill up one more time. But hey, we're not too far away. It's just been pretty clear, decently clear open roads. Luckily, it's not too windy anymore. Hopefully, we'll be back soon. Get this thing cleaned up because it's filthy, and get it listed up on the website, and we'll go from there. Oh, look at that. We got a rainbow. Where's the other side of it? Damn, that's pretty sick. All right, guys, last hour of the trip, last hour and a half or so, and it looks like we're entering a whole nother universe with this freaking weather, man. So, got a bunch of gloom, bunch of rain. Damn, whoever's in this freaking Brabus G-Wagon, man, I love it. We're just getting it a little bit, you know? 800 horsepower in that thing. Freaking moving. Thing is nice. 45 minutes away from home, and I am freaking tired. Let's get it. All right, guys, coming to the end of our journey. It's always scary buying a car sight unseen. I hadn't seen this car before I bought it. But luckily I had someone in Sacramento who was able to check the car out for me, send me a bunch of detailed pictures. Shout out to James at Boosted Cars. He was able to check the car out for us, make sure everything was fine before we actually went out and bought it. I could have shipped the car, but that was gonna cost about $900 enclosed. So far on this trip, I've spent about $250, give or take, $30 flight, couple fill-ups, and lunch. So fun time. Still was able to do a bunch of deals on the road. And yeah, so we'll get this thing to the shop shortly. Again, guys, if you're buying a car sight unseen, be very, very careful. There are still things about this car that I didn't really know about, but hey, it is what it is. That's part of the risk that you take when you buy cars. Should be all good though. I mean, this car is very clean. It's been very reliable this drive so far. And yeah, we'll get it back to the shop, get it inspected, get it anything it might need. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along. Please make sure to subscribe. Please make sure to like the video. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.